Yes, please, Ms Lynn.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. And I'd like to also welcome the Cabinet Secretary to her new post and to thank Angela Constance for her service in this area previously. And I'd like to thank the Cabinet Secretary for lodging this important debate, because I think we're all delighted that the Social Enterprise World Forum is taking place here in Edinburgh and that we're hosting delegates from right across the world. And I hope that visitors to our capital city have a wonderful experience this week. We're all agreed that Scotland is lucky to be home to a host of dynamic and important social enterprises that play a role in all our communities, often doing life-changing work. And I look forward to hearing more of these positive examples throughout the debate. For our part, the Labour Party has a proud history of being a champion for social enterprise. It was a Scottish Labour government that 17 years ago created Social Investment Scotland. This was designed to be a vehicle for improved financial access for the social enterprise sector, and it is still going strong today, making loans to the sector to enable them to grow. Since its inception in 2001, Social Investment Scotland has invested over £56 million to 270 organisations across Scotland. This has undoubtedly been positive for the sector. However, we believe that more must now be done to improve the availability and sustainability of financing. The Labour Party has strong links with the cooperative movement, another positive model for an inclusive economy. Scottish Labour aims to double the size of the cooperative sector in the UK, and in our industrial strategy we talk about placing Cooperative Development Scotland on a statutory footing. We've heard in the debate already there is certainly economic return on investment. There are 5,600 social enterprises in Scotland employing 80,000 people, and that census that the Cabinet Secretary referred to showed that the net worth of social enterprises is an incredible £5 billion or £2 billion gross value added. And I think it is important to note that 72% of all employees in that sector are paid the real living wage, and that 64% are led by women. I think that is a good note. Positive social impact is, of course, the other crucial important return on investment. Social enterprises demonstrate a hugely valuable and ethical way of working and show what can be achieved by setting up an organisation that is motivated by a social or environmental mission rather than profit. These organisations can make a huge difference to people's lives, in particular vulnerable people, and increasingly they are depended upon as austerity strips back our public services. Touching on housing, for example, when I had a catch-up with Shelter Scotland last week, they talked about the fact that someone in Scotland becomes homeless every 18 minutes. So it's invaluable that social enterprises like The Big Issue exist to help people get back on their feet, and they have 92,000 people working as vendors since their creation back in 1991. And I also think that social enterprises can play a role in regenerating our high streets. In my area in Hamilton, Swaddle is a social enterprise set up by local mums for local mums. It's a vibrant shop. There's a range of events that take place there, from storytelling, sing-along sessions and mum-led support groups. It's a great place to go in and buy baby clothing and books and nice things like that. The sector has a strong history of coming up with creative solutions to social challenges. Through my Members' Bill to End Period Poverty, I've seen firsthand social enterprises responding creatively to the issue in the UK and beyond. For example, I met with Bharat from Sanitary, a social enterprise founded here in Edinburgh to promote sustainable and stigma-free access to period products for women and girls in the Bind district in India. And I was pleased the Cabinet Secretary mentioned the East Lothian-based social enterprise Hey Girls in her opening remarks, because their Buy One Give One model really is helping girls from a low income right across the UK. So it's good to hear that Hey Girls will be involved in the provision of the Scottish Government's scheme on free period products. And obviously I hope that universal access to period products will soon follow with my proposed Members' Bill to End Period Poverty. Presiding Officer, in conclusion, I'd like to pay tribute to social enterprises in Scotland, from their contribution to the Scottish economy to the role they play in all of our communities here in Scotland and beyond. It is clear to us that there is an opportunity for well-resourced local authorities and social enterprises to work together to advance their common purpose of making Scotland a better place to live. For all of these reasons, we will support the Scottish Government's motion tonight and the amendment in Dean Lockhart's name, because we also welcome the recommendations in the Economy, Jobs and Fair Work Committee's report and agree there is a need to ensure that social enterprises are better able to access financial and other support from government agencies. But it's because of the increased pressure on their services in this age of continued austerity that Scottish Labour is seeking to add to the motion simply that in the current climate of austerity, social enterprises have taken on an even more significant role by filling gaps left by cuts to the welfare system and pressure on public services. So for that reason, I therefore move the amendment in my name.